Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today, we are diving deep into a mystery that still sends shivers down spines and has baffled millions around the world. We're talking about the haunting, unsolved case of Eliza Lam and the notoriously creepy Cecil Hotel. Get ready, because this one is truly unsettling. Picture this. Early 2013, downtown Los Angeles. Guests at the historic Cecil Hotel start complaining. Their water pressure is low, and worse, the water coming out of the taps is dark and tastes strange. For weeks, the hotel staff couldn't figure it out, but what they eventually discovered would not only shock the world, but spark one of the most chilling mysteries of the century. And believe me, the Cecil Hotel wasn't just any hotel. This place had a dark, disturbing history stretching back almost 100 years. Sitting right next to Skid Row, one of LA's toughest neighborhoods, it was notorious for crime, suicides, and a truly unsettling number of unexplained deaths. Can you believe that even infamous serial killers like Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker, and Jack Antuiga actually stayed there? Locals didn't just call it creepy, they called it cursed. Now, let's talk about Eliza Lam. She was a vibrant 21-year-old student from Vancouver, Canada, bright, curious, and absolutely loved to travel. In January 2013, she decided to embark on a solo adventure to California, a dream trip to explore and take a well-deserved break from school. She was diligent about keeping in touch with her family every single day. But then, on February 1st, the messages suddenly stopped. Her parents couldn't reach her. They knew immediately that something was terribly, terribly wrong. Police began an intensive search of the hotel. Days stretched into weeks with no sign of Eliza. The case was starting to lose traction, and everyone was desperate for answers. Then, investigators released something that would absolutely captivate and frankly terrify millions across the globe. The now infamous elevator footage. In the video, Eliza enters the elevator wearing a red hoodie. She presses several buttons, but oddly, the doors don't close. She steps in and out repeatedly, seemingly hiding in the corner as if she's afraid of someone or something outside. At one point, she peers out cautiously, makes these strange, almost unnatural hand gestures, and then inexplicably disappears down the hallway. The elevator doors remain open for nearly 2 full minutes before finally, eerily, closing on their own. This footage exploded across the internet. People all over the world became instant armchair detectives, trying desperately to make sense of her bizarre behavior. Some viewers were convinced she was being chased. Others theorized she was hiding from something or someone unseen. A few even claimed the video had been edited or tampered with, suggesting a cover-up. The theories were endless, and the mystery only deepened. Then, 2 weeks after Eliza's disappearance, a hotel maintenance worker climbed to the roof. Why? Because those persistent complaints about strange tasting, low-pressure water had continued. When he opened one of the large water tanks on the roof, he made an absolutely horrifying discovery. Floating inside was the body of Eliza Lam. The question that immediately consumed everyone was, how on earth did she get there? Access to the roof was supposedly restricted. It required a key, and opening the door was supposed to trigger an alarm. The water tanks themselves were massive, incredibly heavy, and extremely difficult to climb into and even harder to close from the inside. The coroner later ruled her death an accidental drowning, citing bipolar disorder as a significant contributing factor, with no evidence of foul play. But to many, the details simply didn't add up. Her clothes were found floating separately in the water, not on her body. No one could explain how the tank's heavy lid, which surely required significant force, had been shut from the inside. Many wondered if someone had helped her or worse, trapped her there. While her history of bipolar disorder was noted, suggesting a possible mental breakdown, even then, how could she have managed to get into that sealed tank all alone? Online investigators, fueled by the internet's insatiable curiosity, began uncovering even more eerie coincidences. Just a few years earlier, a horror movie titled Dark Water had been released, featuring a chilling scene where a girlish body is found in a rooftop water tank of an old building, and guess what? The residents complain about the water turning black. The similarities were absolutely haunting. Naturally, conspiracy theories soon flooded the internet. Some believed Eliza had been the victim of foul play, covered up by the hotel or even the authorities. Others speculated that the Cecil's dark past and violent history had finally consumed her, that the place itself was truly cursed. Some even ventured into the supernatural, claiming her strange behavior in the elevator suggested possession or some kind of malevolent paranormal presence. But here's the unsettling truth. Even all these years later, no one can fully explain how Eliza Lam ended up in that water tank. The Cecil Hotel eventually closed down not long after, later rebranding under a new name, trying to shake off its dark reputation. But the building's grim legacy remains, and so does that haunting elevator video replayed millions of times by people who are still desperately searching for answers. Eliza's story is more than just a mystery. It's a chilling reminder of how quickly the ordinary can turn into something profoundly unsettling. One moment, she was just another traveler exploring a vibrant city. The next, she became the tragic center of one of the internet's most disturbing unsolved cases. And as of today, no one truly knows what happened inside the Cecil Hotel that fateful night. What do you think happened to Eliza Lam? Let me know your theories in the comments below. If you found this dive into the unknown fascinating, please hit that like button, subscribe for more deep dives into true crime and mysteries, and don't forget to ring the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.